Jamripsu and hello everyone. Welcome to the show and thank you for joining me. My name is Linda Wu. Today is August 18, 2026. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you at. Our topic for today is building a stronger Khmer voices worldwide. Before I introduce our guest today, I want to ask you one simple question. Why should we care about Cambodia's future if we live outside of Cambodia? For me, the answer is very simple because Cambodia is part of who we are. Our parents came from there, our history comes from there, and our children are the next generations of Khmer people. Living overseas does not mean we have to be disconnected. In fact, we have something powerful by living overseas. The experience, the knowledge, the connections, and the resources we have built around the world. But that only matters if we participate. We cannot build a stronger Khmer community by simply watching over the sideline. We need to connect, we need to register, we need to get involved, and we need to bring the next generations with us. One person may have a voice, but when we come together, we have a much stronger voice. And that's what today's conversation is about. So I am really happy to have our guest today. He is the Vice President of GOGA, the Khmer Overseas Citizen Assembly. I've been wanting to bring him in onto the show many times, but time's not right. But finally we booked him today. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Let me welcome Mr. Sam Hoan, okay? Jumripsu Sam,
Linda.
how are you?
Oh, good. Thank you very much. Thank you for finally we met. Finally, right? We get
Finally, you on my show. And Sam is probably the very few guests that asking me, can he ask me questions? Of course, you can ask me questions.
Okay, I will ask.
Let me speak Khmer a little bit. ជំរាបសួរពុកម៉ែបងប្អូនទាំងអស់ដែលកំពុងតែតាមដានកម្មវិធីនេះកម្មវិធីនេះយើងនិយាយជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសយើងនិយាយភាសាអង់គ្លេសសុទ្ធដើម្បីឲ្យអ្នកដែលនៅក្រៅប្រទេសជាពិសេសក្មេងចំនួនក្រោយឲ្យយល់ថាតើយើងកំពុងនិយាយពីរឿងអីហើយហេតុអីបានជាប្រទេសកម្ពុជានៅតែសំខាន់ចំពោះយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាទោះបីយើងទាំងអស់គ្នានៅឆ្ងាយពីប្រទេសកម្ពុជាក៏ដោយក៏ប៉ុន្តែអ្វីៗដែលយើងធ្វើគឺតាក់ទងនឹងប្រទេសកម្ពុជាយើងអត់មានទោះបីថ្ងៃនេះយើងនឹងនិយាយក្រៅពីនយោបាយក៏ដោយក៏ប៉ុន្តែយើងក៏និយាយពីរឿងថាហេតុអីបានជាប្រទេសកម្ពុជាសំខាន់ចំពោះយើងហេតុអីបានជាសាមគាត់អញ្ជើញមកចូលរួមថ្ងៃនេះហើយដូច្នេះនាងខ្ញុំសូមអភ័យទោសពីព្រោះអីយើងនឹងនិយាយជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសនឹង1ម៉ោងថ្ងៃនេះចាThank you. Okay, Sam. Introduce yourself. I know I told our guest I told that you are my guest and you are the Vice President of GOGA, which is stand for Khmer Overseas Citizen Assembly. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you at, and how you been.
Okay, great. Well, ទីមួយជំរាបសួរ Linda ហើយជំរាបសួរបងប្អូនពុកជំរាបសួរបងប្អូនពុកម៉ែទាំងអស់នៅក្នុងពិភពលោកដែលជា Linda show and អញ្ចឹង Linda ម្ដងទៀតដែលបានអញ្ជើញខ្ញុំមកចូលរួមនៅក្នុងកម្មវិធីនេះ as we say and now we can និយាយជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសខ្ញុំអាចនិយាយភាសា English អង់គ្លេសខ្មែរបន្តិចប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំនឹង focus ខ្មែរអង់គ្លេសទីនេះចា but thank you for having me Linda I appreciate your show and I know I heard good thing about this show and definitely I wonder about this show so very fun we made it so my full name is Sam Khoeun people call me Sam Khoeun simple just easy to do that I don't mind but I know that I guess the reason why I joined KOEC the reason I joined as a topic why did my American participate in the Cambodian cause or Cambodian community in general. I know that I'm always been, I know I'm Khmer, definitely Khmer by heart, not totally Khmer, but Khmer Americans. I have, I think I have Khmer values, and I do have Khmer American value as well. There are certain value that I Cambodian I don't follow, and I refuse to follow that. But there's certainly American value that I follow. There's certainly, so I'm sort of between those Khmer Americans, definitely. Um, I've been here in the United States over 40 years since the refugees. My hometown is in Illinois. I moved here to Massachusetts. Guess what? Because of love, I couldn't find anyone in Illinois, Khmer American, but I found a Khmer American woman, uh, uh, which I moved for. So
She's wonderful, by the way. She's really great, and she is her heart, and she worked very tough, very hard situation, but she's really learning, and we appreciate her.
yes, I appreciate her. But overall, we have two kids together. Create. My daughter is 16 years old. My son will be 14 years old tomorrow, actually. And
Happy birthday.
we're gonna go out a little bit, celebrate maybe to see the White Sox game a little bit tomorrow. But I look forward to see that. Um, the Red Sox, oh sorry, the White Sox is Chicago.
I was gonna correct you. Like, what happened to the Red Sox? Boston is Red Sox.
I'm from Chicago. I'm the White Sox fan as well. So I'll compare between White Sox and Red Sox. But definitely, baseball is one of the American favorite game. Yeah, so I do follow here and there, but not as much. Now since I'm involved with the KOEC, it's a little bit handful on my side as well. Um, One thing that so I'm always involved with my community, into my Cambodian communities. A little background is I'm an architect by trade, so I've been practiced as an architect about 12 years, and we have established the first Cambodian kiln field in Illinois, a Cambodian Association of Illinois, and then it's a killing field museum. So then I moved here. Now I'm trying to establish something here in Low as well to be the first temple for Cambodia of hope and renewal. We're in the process, but due to um, funding, we have the permit, but we didn't have a chance to build yet. But it's one of the biggest. We have a culture center and a temple itself. So right in the heart of Low. That's we'll talk later on. But here, I'm involved with the KOs. The reason is that I've been suffering for the past 30 years, just trying to get away from the community event or community culturally. Um, it just I couldn't bear the pain. I couldn't suffer. Every time I listen to the news, I feel that I don't know how to manage my feelings. So I couldn't. So in order to not manage the feelings, not listen, to not know, to learn to know about the Khmer issue in Cambodia. So since recently, it's about since CLV began to really come out and be able to like, hey, I wanted to say something. I wanted to do something for my community. So we put things together. I say, hey, you go on demonstration, please let me know. I want to help out. So I did some sign. I went out there. We make some sign just to make it support our group. I know that the community, local community, has that spend their time, their effort, their mind to go to Washington D.C. to rally. I just said, I just want to help out a little bit. So that's sort of my passion create since the CLV project a couple of years ago, and then now I just organize. I say, what can I do to help out? So last year we were said, well, the local community said, Sam, can you come to the meeting? Can you share about learn about more about Khmer? I said, okay, listen, let me go and learn about. That's when I found out about the KMD Khmer democracy my
My
democracy
movement
movement.
for
Yeah,
democracy.
my movement democracy, and I fall in love with Musoko, and I thought she's very me. She's inspiration for me. I said, what can I do to help her? She's like, she at this age, her retirement age, and she continued. I just sort of like, wow, what a what an inspiration. She gave me energy, and it's like, what can I do to me? And that's history. So I've been involved with the KOEC back in the early April, or we tried to organize something. So that's how I started for now.
Well, Sam, you might not realize, but I actually remember you in Long Beach when Lopatian Samrangsi was in Long Beach in, I think, June of last year, where we have an event in Long Beach across from Park 7. And we basically doing, like you said, CLV, DTA, we against that. And we march around the park. I'm not sure you remember, but you were there. So 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 I was there. So thank you, Sam. You don't just participate in Massachusetts or Washington. You came all the way out to Long Beach. So, and for that, thank you so much for your participation.
No, thank you, thank you, thank you. So,
And now you are very active. Um, First, how was your weekend, and what did you do this past weekend?
okay. Well, I take it back to the like 2 weekends ago. We went to Washington D.C. for the demonstrations. Um, we have a lot of people showing up from different states. Actually, um, I thought it was very, very, very powerful, very big. I'm so happy to see all these Khmer around different nations to come and demonstrate or work together about the cause, for the scam in Cambodia, and it affects Cambodia and it affects all of us in America as well, and these type of things that hurt us as a Khmer nations, and it happened in our country. So I feel like it's a double edge. One is we want to bring the world to know what happened in the country. At the same time, I feel ashamed that our Cambodians government is part of this as well. But ultimately, we want to make sure that it doesn't happen in our country, continue to happen in our country. So that's why I want to participate in that. I want to be part of that rally just to share. And I think it's over 500 people show up. I think it's bigger than CLE as well. I know CLE have better organized in terms of signs like that. But this I see a lot of young and old Khmer American participate. Walking like I have only three different routes, like probably about 8 or 10 miles of walking. It was hard, but we
Five
have to
different locations.
yes, yes. So that last weekend, and this past weekend, where there is an event happening it's a 29 anniversary of the low South Asian Water Festival. It happened 29 years ago. Normally, it's very busy, very start with the Cambodian American have organized this, putting together, and then from generation 29 year different we have sponsor, and now I believe that's a Khmer community have organized that now. It's a lot better organization. So we have different booths. So KO EC has sponsored a table, so I was there to sort of share the campaign, because I think it's important to expose ourselves to pass out the flag, to share, to talk to people about what we do, and particularly with our community, because it's so how much you can do online, but you got to be able to talk to people come and talk and learn something about us. Some say yes, some say no, some just walk away, but I think the idea is to expose, and I hopefully that we do. I did have some come up by, and then we did be able to do some couple restorations and pass all that information. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. So okay, that's good. That's good too. So I believe it's at least, I think every almost like 40 50,000 people show up all day long from 9 to 5 o'clock. Yeah,
How was the
that
weather?
was the weekend. Past weekend,
How was the weather?
beautiful. This time was it's nice. It's nice. We live in the probably the 80, so it's
Oh, perfect.
have a tent, so we have food, and it's I enjoy it. I enjoy people watching and enjoy taking some video as well. So sharing the campaign, people do appreciate it, and then to learn more about it. So I had a couple of friends from Illinois, Pennsylvania, New York's, I think in Canada, a couple in Canada as well. They share information about that. Yeah.
Are you able to hear me okay? My guest told me that it's echoing, so I switched the speaker, but can you hear me okay?
Okay.
Or is
Okay.
it stop?
Okay.
Okay. I just hope our audience hear me okay because they told me that I'm echoing. I agree with you regarding building connections because we don't have to agree on everything. We
Mm.
can have different opinions, but we can still ask, what can we do together for the future of our Khmer community? And that's, I believe that's important to you. So, what do you think is the biggest opportunity for the Khmer diaspora right now?
To me, I know I am a cultural, but to me, I think community, to have some sort of one voice. I know we all, so many, our Khmer people, right, Khmer American, have so many talents, so many skills, so many, but we tend to be away from each other. Like, okay, I have my skill set, I'm going to different community, but to me, I think if we were to bring different source, different resource, different skill set to come together and share some common ground, I just say, you know what? Can you come? You don't have to spend 100% of your time. Just spend 5% of your time with the Khmer diaspora, whatever it is. Learn about politics. Learn about the Khmer community here in Lowell. Learn about Khmer community in Long Beach. Learn about Khmer American politics in United States. Learn about Khmer uh, Cambodian in general, right? So just keep an eye on the Khmer cause. So I think to bring different talent to come together, I think it to me it's the it's the seed that I want to see to build it up, and I'm kind of excited for me to work with the nine out of eight candidates, other coach or working together from different 7 countries. To me was something unique, and I continue to. I love it working with them, and yes, it's a challenge, but with different age, different experience, different background, different cultures. Even though we are Khmer, but Khmer American and Khmer Japan and Korea and Australia, we're a little different in some form of way. So to me, we continue to build. I think we feel if we could unite us and 9 people, 9 of us working together, okay, maybe next 6 months, like the next generation could build 20, 30, 40, 50, and ultimately have the 80 candidate as the assembly to work together as a team as a Khmer Overseas Assembly. That's sort of my goal, to get the people united, and whatever the result of that 80 candidate, the 80 people, I'll be happy to pass on the legacy to the next generation and do the work.
When you're talking about the next generations, our greatest strength is actually the younger generation.
Mhm.
You've been here, you're still young. You've been here over, you said over 30 years. I've been in America over 30 years, people 40, 50 years. So we have built community, we have built family outside of Cambodia. And now is actually our younger generation. They are growing up in this country. I mean, they're growing up outside of America, so they have access to education. I'm keep hearing echo. I something's wrong with my
Maybe I turn
my
that way down.
maybe my speaker. Okay, so um, they have access to education. They have access to technology. They have access to opportunity where the previous generation doesn't have. So my biggest obstacle with the next generation is to basically ask them to join, explain to them why they should care. Do you have any idea why should they be involved? The like you have a 16 years old kid. Why should he care or she care about Cambodia?
I, I don't know. I'm not a politician, but I know there's certain thing. In order for people to be clear about your cause, you have yourself have to stand for something, right? You have to be likable. Hey, I'm a Khmer American. This is what I do. This is what I like about my cause. This is how I wear my khmer. This is what I nyam by. This is what I some this is what I all those practice begin with you as well as an individual, and it's a generation see that, right? So we have to say that, you know what, if you want to get involved, this is how we don't get involved yet. Learn about our culture first. I think, when you meet with older people, how would you do it? How would you greet it? Ask them to learn how to appreciate our culture first. To me, I think that's important. Is that we have to understand the culture ourselves, and be able to open up the next the generation communication wise, right? So we have to look at, okay, all right, what language do you speak that I could listen to? If it's English, then okay, let me listen to English first, right? And we have to learn ourselves to learn how to modify as well as my Americans. I feel that if we, as an older people, old generation, we are rigid. We have to follow a certain rule. I don't think we. I think in order for us to attract the next generation, we need to open up to them, to not to be criticized so much on what they do. So I think if you could get their idea, their understanding, then we implement our culture, then we implement our cause, and then from there, I think we could do something out. We cannot change the way they're thinking to go and serve the Khmer right away. We want to serve here, whatever the country. If you're in Law, if you're in California, let them serve as representing as a Khmer American in Law, Khmer American in Long Beach. I feel that get them to know our culture, get them to know our, I guess, why their culture is so special. What's different between Thai? What's the difference between Vietnam, Chinese? Yeah, we respect all that, but I think we have our own unique in some way. So I think that's how you start first. I think to me.
Um, you can hear me, right? Hopefully, I'm not echoing
Yeah, I
anymore.
can hear you. Yeah, what? Can you hear me
Uh,
okay?
I can hear you fine. It's just like actually, people just keep telling me that I'm echoing. Okay. Um, for me, I am going to summarize what you said. But what you said is it starts with us as a role model for our kids, for the next generation to see what what we care about, and that's how they see us. Like you said, introduce them to the culture, introduce them to what is being Cambodians all about, what's Khmer all about. If we didn't even care about that, how would the next generation care? How would the next generation know what's going on? So, um, summarize what you said, Cambodian food, Cambodian culture. That's what they have to understand. And I'm still hearing myself. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I'm still hearing. Can you hear me okay? Okay,
Yep.
we
Okay. Okay.
just I think just have to deal with it. Um, for Koga, Khmer Overseas Assembly, it is very important so that way we have a united voice, like you said, a voice from overseas. So for that, people always ask, what can Koga do? What will it change the political landscape in Cambodia? What I told them is we are overseas. We have a lot of power. We have voices in the international community, and the international community influence what happened in Cambodia. to some degree. So right now we are registering for coca, right? We are wanting people to register. Why do they need to register?
I think it's very, of course, this is very important, and but at the same time, we cannot force people. They really don't care for our community, right? Unless you really care, you want to learn something about Khmer, you want to see Khmer doing better in the future, then those people, it's very important. To me, you could sign up, but by the date the day come, and if you don't participate, if you don't vote, then your registration doesn't count. So the idea is that you could sign up, but if you don't care about, if you don't want to get involved about, then it's useless. So for me, my approach is like I talk about it. This is some of the reason why you care about. Follow us. Okay, here's the reason why this alcohol is it's so important relating to Cambodian community, for example, right? No, Cambodian American community. So the two scenarios that's happening right now. That's kind of hard issue, right? For example, so I don't remember. You remember about a couple months ago? There's a African American. I think he's originally from Low. I think he got arrested by ICE a couple months ago, and he detained at the ICE facility. And then the next couple of days, he got killed. Right now, think about it. As Khmer American, we've been here about 40 years ago. About 40 years ago, we are immigrant. Yes, but now we have the right to be we are a citizen who live legally. We don't just come to the United States across the fly, come over here and be illegal, right? So to me, as one, it's not about. I'm sure his family was talking about, hey, what happened to my son, right? But we have so much. Their voice is so little. What if Khmer always heard about this, right? All of us as 40 candidates come together, as united, come together and talk about this cause that, hey, Mr. Congress from California, Congress from Massachusetts. A matter of fact, we're going to go to the U.S. Congress in D.C. to have a talk about this. Hey, we once as an immigrant, but we are no longer, we are a voting citizen here in the United States over 50 years or 40, 50 years now. So in order to have the voice, we can take that voice and go back all the way up to the U.S. Congress or even go to the White House and talk about this cause, right? It's something about. The other issue is that I'm sure your candidate and you probably familiar about Terry Singh. She is Cambodian American in California. Matter of fact, she's a lawyer in California. She went back and talked about democracy in Cambodia. And if Cambodia truly found that she's do bad thing or against their law, you know what? She should be jailed here in America, not in Cambodia. She should be put to justice here by the law. She's American. She should be in jail here in America, not in Cambodia. Now, if you think about it, now, if 40 of us in the United States, 80 of us in the world to come together, hey, against, we make one statement or one amendment. Let's go to the White House. Let's go to the U.S. Congress and talk about bring Terry back home. She's American. Bring back home here. If she does something wrong, put her to jail here, right? So those things as a KOEC, you have the power to talk about the cause for our people as Khmer American. So to me, they're important. I think that this is why that the reason I joined is that here in America, the power of your voice, one voice. But if you have 50 state voice, and then we represent that, I think it's very powerful in terms of we could get a lot of things done for our Khmer, for Khmer in Cambodia as well. But we'll keep that for now in terms of, I guess it takes time to do that. All right, so that's some of the reason I joined.
I'm going to echo on you. I'm only one person. I want to say so that way our audience that who's grew up here, who's born here, I just want to remind them that every movement start with one person.
Yes.
One person register. One person tells a friend. That friend tells another friend. And that's how a community grows. So I don't I don't see registration as simply filling out a form. I see as saying, I want to be counted, I want to participate, I want to have voice in my community. That's what Goka is. And when people register, I think that next question is even more important. What do we do next?
Mm.
When is the deadline that I know you start registering people since April? I think
Okay.
the new year. So now if we are at August 18th. So how long do we have? And please get involved.
Okay. So the schedule change here there a little bit due to different circumstance, right? So, but the registration starts since April, Khmer New Year, all the way to September 28th. September 28th, all the registration will be on Monday, September 28th. So that's for the registration to vote. But for the candidate's been open now until now. We extended to um, September 15th. September 15th. It's the candidates that has been stopped. And then August, October 1st to October 15th, that is the elections. So that's when all the people could vote for their candidate from August 1st to August um, 15th. And then we have about 7 days to dispute if any discrepancy or any type of complainings. We could have the Sunday to review it. And on the 23rd, that's when we announced the result. And I believe that's on the 23rd of October. Yes.
Um, what if we have somebody who registered already, excited to vote? What else can they do more?
They
Can
could
they
they could
be register themselves as what?
as a candidate. As a candidate. Um, so America in the United States, we had three commissioner, and from east to west and central as well. So right now we are looking for a candidate in every direction of that. So I know there's America. We need about 40 candidates. We have about probably over than 10 now to different. We're looking for more. I think as the campaign going up, I heard like two just happened yesterday. Two more happened in California, as in happened at the last weekend. So now that the campaign is coming, people are really want to come in to become a candidate. The only requirement is that first of all you have to register to vote first. The only requirement you have to do, you have to be 25 years and up, and you have some sort of experience talking about democracy, fighting for Cambodian democracy for 2 years. That you get involved with your community or you get involved with Cambodian in general. Any experience, any type of activity you do within those 2 year frame, then you are qualified to representing um, the Khmer overseas. Um, and you have to be Khmer. That's all. If you mix Khmer, half, you'll be okay too. But at least you are you saying yourself Khmer. There's no other race to that. So those are three uh, a simple way for you to become a candidate.
Do you have to speak Khmer?
Um, Not necessarily speak Khmer, but I think you might have to learn some Khmer as you go by. I'm example. I could uh, the year Khmer, I could speak Khmer a little bit, but when I'm involved with the KOC, my Khmer get a little bit better. I feel that as you are Khmer and you talk a little bit, you will get better. And I see it very often. I saw political here in Low. and he's like 25 years old. He didn't Khmer when his campaign is start, but now his campaign is like he speaks good Khmer. It's like, oh wow, that's pretty good. So I feel that if you have the passion, I think Khmer will pick up easily. But I think it's about to get involved first, and you don't have to speak all English as well, right? For example, we work together as a team. Let's say, for example, let's say if we have some sort of this amendment or this topic we want to bring it to the U.S. Congress. We don't all of us don't have to speak English. I'm sure there's 40 of us could speak Khmer. We sort of, hey, we have the campaign, we have the issue. We're gonna assign you. We're gonna vote for you, represent us to speak with the U.S. Congress. And for example, vice versa, if you want to speak with the Cambodian delegates or Cambodian embassy or Cambodian community, we have people that speak Khmer. They can speak as well. So if we work as a team, I'm sure there are some that speak French as well. So I think it will be okay. So I encourage people. You don't have to speak totally Khmer, or you don't have to be like English is not as good. You could still come. You could still come. And I think the most important is that you have to talk about democracy for Cambodia. That's only that thing you need. And if you don't have that, then well, you will not be able to will not be able to qualify you as the candidate. That's all. That's just straight.
Basically,
So if you're not speak behalf of the democracy for Khmer, then you're not. Then you can. That's all.
basically you need to be involved. You cannot just wake up one day and decide, oh, I want to do this, when you have no experience and nobody know who you are. But at least if you just starting out, um, please register.
That's just
That's if someone say, what can I do for my community, meaning in America, overseas, you can volunteer. Contact Sam. He's out there every weekend. Or maybe you can run with him. He's run every day.
I need I need the people to come out and just talk. And
Yeah.
I think that the idea is that Mr. Prathian always talk about. We talk about bullets, talk about debate. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a talk about fight each other on the meetings. Talk different issue. Don't just say let's bring the topic together. Let's talk. Let's find pro and cons and use not use debate, but with respect, and find the common goal and what those common goal can benefit our community. Use that. I feel that if we if we have 10 issue, and if I had 10 issue, if I could bring one or two issue to talk about it and come to a common ground, I think that's great. I think it's good, right? Uh, I think those kind of things that we are looking for people to be able to talk to people, to have a sense of respect, to respect elders, to respect the young. I think that's important to learn how to work together. That's important.
Yes. The message what Sam want to say is, we are Khmer. We all Khmer. So we should be able to talk. We should be able to bring topic to on the table, and at the same time, um, discuss in a civilized way, meaning polite way, not rude. So what we asking our audience to do is, we know you cannot do everything.
Yeah.
Just do something.
Right.
And that something is register today.
Right.
And I will put the link down here for you to register. And I know Sam is very out there with his QR code, and so we'll drop the we'll drop the link as well later on when I'm done, so that way our Cambodian overseas that have not heard about POCA, it have not heard about Khmer Overseas Assembly can register themselves and vote. And what my message to the Cambodian overseas is, just do something. And that something start with registration, because the only when you participate, then you can, in America, only when you vote that you can complain. So when you register to vote, that's when you complain. You cannot complain what's happening in Cambodia if you're not getting involved. So everyone who watching us, if you are complaining, this is your first step. Register to vote, right, Sam?
Yes, yes, yes. I want to give you a little bit analysis of why Angkor Wat is so beautiful and so powerful, and we all respect that, and why we the only country that have Angkor Wat in our flag, right? We take pride of Angkor Wat, right? So Angkor Wat, it's not just about Angkor Wat, right? So it's not one person that do everything, right? Yes, the king start the idea, but there's an architect, there's a builder, right? There's a carpenter, there's sculpture, and there's a base that bring them together. So we all could bring together. And if you could put like a stone together, right, one stone at a time, and we're all gonna see this beautiful. I think KC will be the next Angkor Wat in of our Khmer history here, because when we unite, I think in the next 200 years, will be last until as long as we live in the United States as Khmer. I think we should take pride of that. And KOEC will be the first um, sort of unity that might come together to have that this power, but at the same time had structure. If one of us leave, the KOC will stay the same. I feel that if the Constitution of the United States lasts, the KOC will last too as well, because anyone could come and go, but we need to follow the rule by law as well. So that's why the nine of us at KOC, we take very serious about our job, our work, is that we want to build the next uh, 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 election much more secure, much more rigid, much more honest, much more transparency, that all of us can participate to do that. So I feel that to be fair, it is the beginning. It's a little hiccup here and there. That's always hiccup up, but we're gonna make it good. We're gonna make it good. I think nine of us working very hard every weekend. We talk about it to share this campaign, and it is. I feel that it is secure to the best of knowledge of what we do, and it's very professional. It just gives us the opportunity to prove that the only way to do it is just watch and see. We don't just watch, just register, and then you see it. And next October 23rd, you will see the result. And we're gonna present it in a very professional way. And I feel that if others could do it, we can do it as well. So that's my commitment to the KOEC. By October 23rd, we will have a good structure, and we'll leave. Let the next election be in good place as well. So that's how I feel.
Our voice stronger when we come together. I just want to make sure that our audience, and I know when you, not just you, everyone who live outside the country, believe that our voice stronger when we come together, because we know when we are separated, when our idea and effort remain small and
Mhm.
scatter, we are separated. And that's what the idea of Koga is, to connect. When we connect, when we organize and we speak together, then we can share our experiences, represent a larger community, and have a greater ability to be heard. We don't have to agree on everything.
Yeah,
Unity doesn't mean that we all think the same. It's mean that we can come together around issues that matter to our community, our Khmer community. So one
right,
person can raise a concern, 1,000 people can demonstrate, and that is a community concern. A connected diaspora can bring that voice to the community, to the institutions and decision maker around the world. So that's why our voice stronger when we together.
I
I kind of stumped you a little bit.
okay.
I
I
just
do want I do want I know you did a lot of a show with the my Patin support saying as well.
mhm.
Why did you, Linda? Why do you do this? Every week you come, you talk to different people. Uh, give me a reason. What is keep you going? Why talk about Khmer? Why bring Khmer topic to the mention to your show?
Yeah,
I think.
why do I care? Why do we do it for free, right? First of all, I am Khmer, and I do care about Cambodia, and I do care about the diaspora community.
Mm,
I grew up in America. I got my opportunity, my school, my job. I don't need to care, but I do care.
sure, sure.
I never experienced hunger. I never experienced oppressions. I never experienced what people in Cambodia experience.
Mm,
And one person told me um, all the opportunity that I was that I'm being offered in America, all the schooling that I went to in America, gone to. If I'm not using it to better my community, to better the country that I was born, what's the point? So that that's why I get involved, and I believe that a person should be able to live with dignity. Doesn't
mm,
matter you live in America, you live in Cambodia, you should have people should be living with dignity. When I look back to Cambodia, it's not the same. People doesn't have the same opportunity like I have in America. People doesn't have the same job. People doesn't get paid the same way. So that's why I care, and I still care about Cambodia enough that I'm speaking out. I want the next generation to know that their blood, even though they're not born in Cambodia, they don't tie because they're not born, but they still have the blood, the Khmer blood, and they should care. And when I'm whatever I say in this show, it's what I live by. What meaning that I'm trying to teach my kid what is being Khmer.
mm,
She doesn't need to be going through the suffering to understand what hardship is. She need to know that there's people in Cambodia. She need to have a compassion that people in Cambodia doesn't have the same opportunity she has in America. And I take her to protest. I speak to her about democracy. I speak to her about human rights. It's not because I care about it, because I want her to know. I want her to know that we are Khmer. And when we look back to Cambodia, doesn't matter how you feel about Cambodia, how you feel about the politics in Cambodia, you have to understand that we have freedom in America. We have freedom to speak. We have the freedom to say whatever we want, and we have the freedom to vote. We have the free, fair, and election in America. We have the freedom to say what we have. People in Cambodia does not have that, and that's what I want my daughter, or I want the next generation to understand that they have the power, especially they in America. They speak English. This is the international language. They should use what they have. They should use to speak for someone who could not speak in Cambodia. And that's what I do. I speak because I am the voice, not trying to represent them, but I'm trying to voice the voice for the people in Cambodia that cannot speak. And feel very privileged that I'm able to live in America. I feel very privileged, and when that privilege comes with responsibility, you are responsible to be able to. You don't have to go in Cambodia to do many label stuff, but you have a voice in the international community. Like you said, we can call our representative, we can call our Congress, we can
yeah,
go and meet people to say, I'm American, I vote for you, and I'm not happy that Cambodia, like right now, um, the image of Cambodia in the international community is not good because a lot of scam in Cambodia,
scam, yeah,
and this yeah, so the scam is rob our normal citizen of economic opportunity, and our faces, our name in the community, in the international community, not so good, not so good, not just not so good, it's very bad. So that's why I care. I'm not sure it's answered your question, but
yeah, yeah, no,
I
no,
do
that's
care.
great, that's
Yeah.
great, that's great. No, thank you for sharing. I think it's I think it's important to reason why do we get involved. Like you just get involved because you care about, you could live here, you'd never experience hunger, right? You never experience, the injustice. I myself, I lived through those experience. I'm a Khmer survivor. Through hunger, through bullet, through suffering, I become a good stealer. I steal food to survive. So those experience help me strong, but at the same time, I feel that right now I could manage my suffering. If I don't have to get involved, I will live free. I will live okay here in America, but I'm be suffering. So this is one of the reasons why that I'm gonna do something. I just wanted to help build something that the next generation could share later on in the future. So that's sort of the reason is that I want to see the next generation build the leadership, have their own compassion. I want to see next generation run for the president. I will be the first Cambodian to run the president of the United States. That's possible. That's possible, and that's something. And if that's the case, Cambodia will uh, uh, be. It's not about he's gonna change it, but you're gonna build leadership among our community, and I'm sure those young generation could go back. Um, I remember the Hun's family is not gonna last forever. They're not gonna last forever by nature, right? It's as you and me, as you said, it takes one people to change, right? It takes look when the Gamley one man change a lot, right? So he's nobody. He's not a politician, but it takes one man daring to say that. I know that there are Khmer out there. Khmer, we still also. So I feel that it's not my generation, but maybe next generation to come. So that's something I hope for. I look forward for the next generation. But at the same time, we have to build. We have to come out. For example, if KOC is not doing a good job, I want people to come. Hey, talk to us. Hey, what can we do to do better? Don't just say, "Oh, you know what you're doing. You just no one. You don't know how to talk to people." Don't say that. Give us some input. Okay, if you think it looks good, give us some input. Call me. My numbers are on the East Coast. Call me. Hey, Sam, I think what you do is could be better this way. Could be this way. That I will take. If you're just gonna attack and talk to people like that, I don't. I just gonna skip them. We're gonna go to the next one that support my cause. I think there's people
And
out there that's really looking for someone to look up to as well, right? So we're gonna take this work very serious and gonna be very fun. At the same time, I enjoy doing it. Even though it's a hard work, but I enjoy doing it because I know the next one will be better. I know. Right now we maybe do a C work, but there will be later on. There will be an A plus later on in the future. So, but we have to start somewhere. So I'm I'm hopeful. I'm happy. I look forward. Yeah, this is next week. I'm gonna do something about it. The next 2 weeks we're gonna meet with the Providence young professions in Providence. Um, and the next week I'm just ride bike with my friend. I'm gonna ask them to hey talk, sign up, man. Let's go. Let's sign up for this. And why not? Why can't you not sign up? So sometimes a little push us all. But that's we'll see how it go. But I feel that as you can see now there's Kelly coming up now, and I also thanks local Puch and Bot and the Ming Mosu who that continue to do their work. They're moving right now. They're in Canada to do this work, and we need some help in the United States. That's all, and hopefully Linda and us could promote some other people as well.
yes, you in Massachusetts, I'm in California. You see me, you see Sam, or you need to where to register or the link, let us know. We'll send you
Yes,
all the informations. Um,
yes,
when we both here, we are not asking everyone to have the same way. We are asking everyone to have a voice, to bring those voices together. That's what
Yes.
Kogai. So this is why participation matters. If we want a stronger Khmer voice worldwide, we cannot just speak individually. We need to connect. We need to register. We need to participate and build a Khmer community where our voice can be heard together. When we are together, we are powerful.
Yes. Yes.
Anything you want to add, Sam? We are almost done. You did a
Oh.
great job.
uh, um, it's I think no matter what I put there as the Khmer Americans on Khmer diaspora is that give your people, give our people an opportunity to be better, right? Give us the opportunity to be better too as well. You know, me as a don't just assume that you just like other my people. You know, that won't be trust. No, we are not. We are not out of Khmer. We are the new Khmer here in America. Give us the opportunity, and if you don't vote for now, but open up, share some information to us, just give us opportunity, and we'll prove you that this is something that we feel passionate about, to come together, to bring different community together, to bring different leadership together, and then how can we work together? And then those are the most important thing that we want to do is that how can we work together and forget about the past. We learn about the past, you know, and that the past is about we hold grudge against each other. You know what? Like, move forward is that whatever the past, we thank you them. The people that involved in the early 90s, 20, we thank you. You know, we thank you because without you, we wouldn't be here as well. And but the next generation, we be part of this, right? One thing about is that if the Khmer during the 11th century could build on what we just want to be a KOC in 2026. How why can't we do this? I feel that we could do this. It takes almost 30, 40 years to be on what? It takes us only um, 4 or 5 months to do it. I think we can do it with the right technology. We have the smartphone, we have the computer, we have people like you that sort of campaign talking about is that I'm just saying is that dear Khmer diaspora, give us the opportunity. If you're 18 years old, please sign vote. If you're 25 years old, if you want to see our community, please get involved with us here, and give us some input, give us some criticism. Not just you can do this, you can that. Um, I think if we Khmer us, we build what so can we build a KOEC and unity. So that's all my last speech I wanted to share. Thank you.
Yeah, I will drop in the link. I didn't have the link, but I will drop in the link. But you see Sam, you see Min, look Tiêu Mùa Hua, you see Look Phu Chun Chan. But like Sam said, they are in Canada right now. They
Mm.
are going to be in Long Beach in September. So I hope Khmer in the West Coast, especially Long Beach, will join in. Will meet them. Will talk to them. The most important, give yourself an opportunity to do something. Don't just sit on the sideline.
Yes.
And this is the opportunity for the Khmer diaspora to join together, to have a voice, and one person can register, that person share. We have over 3 million Cambodian overseas. I know that certain country you cannot register to vote, but the the main one like Canada, America, Australia, South Korea, Japan, you have the power, and that's where the most concentrated Cambodian um,
Yes.
stays or Cambodian overseas. So please, many people probably ask you too, what can they do overseas? This is your opportunity. Don't just sit on the sideline. Register to vote. And if you feel passionate about it, be a candidate. Talk
Yes.
to us, talk to Sam, talk to anyone, and you cannot you cannot miss Sam. You cannot miss Look Chun Tiêu Musa who she's out there promoting this. Look Chun Jan but promoting this. We out there promoting this as well because we want you to have the opportunity to join. We work outside. Our voice stronger when we are together. Our voice stronger when we go to Congress, when we go to the international community or the UN and say, hey, there's 40 people representing the Cambodian community, not
That's
just,
right.
and that is very powerful. That's where you can have your voices. So don't just sit on the sideline and complain what happened in Cambodia. What happened in Cambodia happened here. Start with here. So anything I missed, Sam?
No, excellent. No, you've done some good summary for that. Yeah. So just sort of let's continue conversations. That's all. Continue the conversation. We continue to live whatever you want to do, but just open heart a little bit. 5% of your time. That's all. To talk about my cause. Then you can live your life. Just 5% of your time. Maybe 1 hour of 1 hours a week, whatever it is, right? Just to open up a little bit. It's right access to your phone. You could read. You could follow us. You could follow us at koec.net. We on Facebook as well. koec.net or Sam Khoeun or all the commissioner there. So you could.
Run for Khmer. Is it Run for Khmer?
Oh,
my dad get
informations. That's a little more about us. We always updating on the KOC what on the website, particularly on Facebook community. Just learn about us and make comment, make some suggestions. And if you want to sponsor or something like that, text us, let us know as well. I'll go there. Anywhere in the East Coast, if you give me a week, we'll meet there. If you have a community meeting, you want to bring me in there, bring us there, we will be there as well.
The most important, participate, register to vote. The first step is register to vote. Please register. That's the first step. So I hope everyone who listened to the show, share this show. If you have not registered, please register, share. And Sam and I have been speaking for 1 hour and 3 minutes now on how important it is to get involved. Let us know if you want us to come in, you want Sam to be here next week to make sure that you understand what we're saying, but what we're asking you, please register to vote. You are living, Sam and I live in America. If you need to contact us, you need to contact Sam. Like Sam said, he can be there on the weekend to talk to you, to talk to your group, to clear out any miscommunications or anything. Yes. But please get involved, register yourself, register to vote, and if you feel strongly about it, run as a candidate. We need you as a candidate, everyone.
Yes.
So. Well, thank you so much, Sam, for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda, for having me here, and I do appreciate it a lot. It's been fun, and I hope we could do again a little bit.
Yes. See, I told you, it's painless. It's easy. It's like, come on, Sam, we just talk.
But it's been fun. It definitely fulfilled my heart, and I look forward. Yeah, definitely. The next couple of weeks, we're gonna work a little hard to get more people to sign up and to register the vote. Okay.
Thank you so much, and thank you our audience for being here. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, our audience. Hope everyone have a great evening or good morning wherever you at. Hope please register yourself, register to vote, and also be run as a candidate. Hope is there. You cannot change, but just by sitting around and watch and complain. In that note, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye bye.
ឥឡូវនេះដូចសុកខ្វាងកំពុងមានរឿងអ្នកណាចង់មកជួយខ្មែរបើហ៊ុនសែនជាអ្នកដឹកនាំប្រទេសមានតែមកសហការមើលរដ្ឋាភិបាលហ៊ុនសែនគេដឹងថារដ្ឋាភិបាលនឹងរដ្ឋាភិបាលចោលណាចង់មកធ្វើការជាមួយចោលណាចង់ការពារចោលគេអត់មកទេអញ្ចឹងតារាប់ណាហ៊ុនសែននៅកាន់អំណាចខ្មែរស្លាប់ហើយយើងបាត់បង់ទឹកដីហើយបរទេសមានលេសចូលមកហើយឥឡូវឃើញសៀមបាញ់អាកាស៊ីណូនឹងមកគេចង់បានលេសគេថាគេមកកំទេចចោលបាញ់មកកប៉ាល់ហោះអា drone បាញ់មកឃើញឆេះ មនុស្សរត់ពួកបរទេស120000នាក់ដែលគេបង្ខំឲ្យធ្វើការណារត់ឆ្លេឆ្លាឆោឡពួកតម្លាក់គ្រាប់បែកអាពួកចៅថាទេឯងនៅធ្វើការឲ្យអញនៅកំចេញទៅណាចេញទៅណាតម្លាក់គ្រាប់បែកពេញណាវាធាក់ទ្វារវាបាញ់គ្នាវាទៅវាចេញរត់អតតតែអញ្ចឹងបើថារឿងនេះរឿងធំណារឿងចោលគឺធំជាងរឿងព្រំដែនទៀតអញ្ចឹងបានហ៊ុនសែនមានរឿងពីរម្ដងទៀតណាត្រូវនិយាយឲ្យខ្មែរណាស្ទើរតែអង្វរហ៊ុនសែនថាបើហ៊ុនសែនឯងណាស្រឡាញ់ជាតិតែបន្តិចណាបើហ៊ុនសែនឯងអាណិតខ្មែរតែបន្តិចណាហ៊ុនសែនឯងចោះចេញទៅដើម្បីឲ្យខ្មែរមានតំណាងដែលស័ក្តិសមអនុវត្តសូមឲ្យអនុវត្តកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីអានឹងរឿងហ៊ុនសែនឯងអត់ចង់បានកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីយកមកអនុវត្តនឹងរឿងផ្ទាល់ខ្លួនទេប៉ុន្តែបើអាណិតខ្មែរណាសូមឲ្យគេអនុវត្តកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីទៅបើហ៊ុនសែនមិនចង់ហ៊ុនសែនឯងចេញទៅណាទៅប៉ុន្តែឲ្យមានរដ្ឋាភិបាលឲ្យមានតំណាងប្រទេសកម្ពុជាសូមឲ្យអនុវត្តកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីយើងរួចខ្លួនមួយហើយរួចខ្លួនទី2ហ៊ុនសែនឯងចុះចេញទៅបើហ៊ុនសែនឯងនៅកាន់អំណាចណាគេមើលឃើញថាស្រុកខ្មែរជាស្រុកចោលដឹកនាំដោយចោលអត់មាននរណាមកជួយចោលទេហើយយើងចង់ឲ្យបរទេសអន្តរជាតិមកជួយយើងប៉ុន្តែគេអត់មកទេព្រោះមកជួយយើងដោយជួយចោលមកជួយហ៊ុនសែនឯងហ្នឹងឲ្យហ៊ុនសែនឯងកាន់អំណាចតទៀតហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងគេអត់មកទេអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំនិយាយបញ្ចប់ទៅណាស្ទើរតែអង្វរហ៊ុនសែននិយាយមែនទេបើគាត់អាណិតខ្មែរស្រឡាញ់ជាតិតែបន្តិចណាគាត់ត្រូវដកខ្លួនហើយឲ្យអនុវត្តកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីឲ្យគេមកជួយខ្មែរដោយមិនមកជួយចោលមិនមកធ្វើការមកការពារបន្តជីវិតនយោបាយឲ្យចោលដឹកនាំប្រទេសចូលដៃជាមួយអាចោលម៉ាហ្វៀឲ្យវាធ្វើអីបានតាមចិត្តដូចវាធ្វើ4 5 4 10ឆ្នាំចុងក្រោយអញ្ចឹងសូមឲ្យសម្លេងខ្ញុំនេះណាបានលឺទៅដល់ស្រុកខ្មែរគឺអ្នកនៅជិតស្និទ្ធជាមួយហ៊ុនសែនសូមឲ្យអង្វរហ៊ុនសែនទៅថាយើងអត់បានស្រុកអីខ្មែរយើងខ្ទេចហើយបើហ៊ុនសែននៅកាន់អំណាចសូមឲ្យហ៊ុនសែនចុះចេញទៅណាទៅប៉ុន្តែដើម្បីឲ្យខ្មែរបានសុខតើតែមានអ្នកដឹកនាំដែលអនុវត្តកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីស្នើអនុវត្តកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីហើយផ្ដាច់ចំណងជាមួយចៅកុំឲ្យថារដ្ឋាភិបាលខ្មែរជារដ្ឋាភិបាលចៅដោយសពថ្ងៃសូមអរគុណបាទ